Welcome to our math class. Hi, I am Ma'am Jonah. This is Mathematics for Quarter 2. These are the things you have to prepare before our lessons. Your math packs, answer sheet or paper, and ball pen. Are you ready now? Let's begin. Here are the learning competencies that we are going to learn this week. Visualizes addition and subtraction of similar fractions. Visualizes addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. Visualizes subtraction of a fraction from a whole number. Our first lesson is visualizing addition and subtraction of similar fractions. Before we are going to start our lesson, let's remember this. Fractions with the same denominator is what we call similar fraction. Examples are 3/8 and 5/8. They are similar fractions because they have the common denominator 8. In visualizing the addition or subtraction of similar fractions, we may use a fraction chart, regions, or a number line. When adding similar fractions, add the numerators and write the sum over the common denominator. Reduce the answer to simplest form if possible. When subtracting similar fractions, subtract the numerators and write the difference over the common denominator. Reduce the answer to simplest or lowest form if possible. Let's find the sum of the number sentence below using visualization. We have 3/7 plus 2/7 equals n. We are going to visualize 3/7. Look at the illustration. 3/7 means 3 parts out of 7 equal parts are shaded. 3 is our numerator and 7 is our denominator. Next, we have 2/7. The illustration shows that 2 parts out of 7 equal parts are shaded. Look at the last illustration. Counting the total number of shaded parts of 3/7 and 2/7, it will give us 5/7. Let's remember, when adding similar fractions, add the numerators and write the sum over the common denominator. Reduce the answer to simplest form if possible. Therefore, 3/7 plus 2/7 is 5/7. Let's add the following. 8/16 plus 4/16. We're going to add the numerator. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Then copy the common denominator, which is 16. As we can see, 12/16 is not in the lowest term. So, we are going to find the factors of 12 and 16. The factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Common factors are 1, 2, and 4 of 12 and 16. And the greatest common factor of 12 and 16 is 4. 12/16. Let's divide this into its common factor 4. We have 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Our final answer is 3/4. Example 2. Find the difference of 5/8 and 3/8. Let's show the illustration of 5/8. Means 5 parts out of 8 equal parts are shaded. Minus 3/8. In our illustration, it means 3 parts will be taken away in the number of shaded parts in the minuend. The remaining shaded parts of the minuend is only 2 parts out of 8 equal parts. So, we have 2/8. 2/8 is not in the lowest term. So, we are going to reduce to its simplest form by getting the GCF. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Common factors of 2 and 8 are 1 and 2. And the greatest common factor of 2 and 8 is 2. Let's divide 2/8 to its common factor 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 1/4 is in its simplest form because it has no more common factor aside from 1. Let's do some exercises. Exercise 1. A. Find the sum. Shade using crayons to show the answer. B. Find the difference. Shade using crayons to show the answer. Let's check your work. Look at the illustration. We have 1/4 plus 1/4. Counting the total number of shaded part of 1/4 and 1/4 will give us 2/4. Since 2/4 is not in its simplest form, we are going to find the greatest common factor of 2 and 4. The greatest common factor of 2 and 4 is 2. We're going to divide 2 by 2. It is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Our final answer is 1/2 and it's already in its simplest form. Here is the answer number 2. B. Find the difference. Shade using crayons to show the answer. Let's take a look at exercise 1. 5/10 minus 3/10. 3 parts will be taken away in the number of shaded parts in the minuend 5/10. The remaining shaded parts of the minuend is only 2 parts out of 10 equal parts. Since 2/10 is not in its simplest form, we're going to reduce this in its simplest form by finding the greatest common factor of 2 and 10. And the greatest common factor of 2 and 10 is 2. So, let's divide 2/10 into 2 halves. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 1/5 is our final answer. This is the answer in number 2. Very good! Let's do exercise 2. Illustrate using rectangular regions the following number sentence given. Let's check your work. Take a look at the illustration. Counting the total number of shaded parts of 3/5 and 1/5, it will give us 4/5. 11/12 minus 2/12. 11 parts out of 12 equal parts are shaded. Minus 212, that means 2 parts will be taken away in the number of shaded parts in the minuend, which is 11 twelfths. The remaining shaded parts of the minuend is only 9 parts out of 12 equal parts. 9 twelfths is not in its simplest form, so we're going to reduce this in its lowest term by finding the greatest common factor of 9 and 12. The GCF of 9 and 12 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 3/4 is our final answer, and it's already in its simplest form. Good job, learners!
Hi, this is Ma'am Karen, and this is the learning competency for this lesson. Visualizes addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. Our lesson is visualizing addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. Let's remember, fractions with different denominators are called dissimilar fraction. Example, 3/7 and 5/8. They have different denominators, so they are called dissimilar fractions. In visualizing addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions, it can be done by using regions and other models. Example number 1. Maria has 7/8 bar of chocolate. She shared 1/4 to Anna. What part of the chocolate was left to Maria? Let's find the answer by making regions or illustrations. Let's visualize first 7/8 minus 1/4. We cannot subtract 1/4 from 7/8 because they don't fit with each other. So it must be the same number of cuts of boxes. So what are we going to do is, this 1/4 becomes 2/8. And now it fits with 7/8. We can subtract them now. So from 7/8, we take away 2/8. It will give us 5/8. Therefore, 7/8 minus 2/8 is 5/8. Our final answer is 5/8. Maria has 5/8 chocolate bar left. Example number 2. Find the sum of 1/4 and 1/2. To find the answer, let's draw regions. Let's illustrate 1/4 and 1/2. Since we cannot add 1/4 and 1/2 because they don't fit with each other, we must cut them with the same boxes. So what we're going to do is, this 1/2, we will cut it into 4 parts. So 1/2 will become 2/4. And now 1/4 and 2/4 is fit with each other, so we can combine them. 1/4 plus 2/4 is 3/4. Our final answer is 3/4. Now let's do some exercises. Exercise 1. Find the sum. Copy the illustration below. Shade using crayons to show the answer. B. Find the difference. Copy the illustrations below. Shade using crayons to show the answer. Let's check your work. Exercise 1. Let's add 1/6 plus 1/3. We will cut 1/3 into 6 equal parts. So 1/3 will become 2/6. 1/6 plus 2/6, we can add them now. So the answer is 3, 6. 3, 6 is not in the lowest term, so we will divide using the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of 3 and 6 is 3. So, we will divide 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. The final answer is 1/2. Letter B, let's find the difference of 1/2 minus 3/10. We cannot find the difference because they don't fit with each other. So we will cut 1/2 into 10 equal parts. So 1/2 will become 5/10. Now we can solve them. 5/10 minus 3/10 is 2/10. 2/10 is not in the lowest term, so we will find the greatest common factor of 2/10 to reduce in lowest term. 2/10 greatest common factor is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Our final answer is 1/5. Did you get it right? Very good, kids. Exercise 2. Illustrate the given number sentence and find the answer. Let's answer number 1. Let's illustrate 1/4 plus 1/2. 1/4, then 1/2 will become 2/4 to fit 1/4. So we can now add them. 1/4 plus 2/4. 2/4 is 3/4. So this is our final answer, 3/4. This is the answer for number 2. Did you get it right? Good job, kids!
And Ma'am Jonah, after going through this lesson, you are expected to visualize subtraction of a fraction from a whole number. Subtraction of a fraction from a whole number. Here are the things to remember before we will start our lesson. A fraction with the same numerator and denominator is a fraction equal to 1. To visualize subtraction fraction from a whole number, use regions or number line. Let's take a look at this example. Roy bought 3 meters of plastic cover. He used 3/4 meters to cover his book. How many meters of plastic cover were left? Let's find the answer by making region. Step 1. Draw regions that represent 3 holes or 3 meters in our problem. We will use 3 rectangles. That whole part are shaded. Since we can subtract a fraction into a whole number, let's proceed to step 2, which is rename one whole to a fraction equal to 1. As you can see, we have 3 whole rectangles and we divide this last rectangle into 4 parts, which is based on the denominator of a given fraction, which is 4. Now we have 4/4 equals to 1. So now 3 is renamed into 2 and 4/4 or 2 and 4/4 meters. Now we can proceed to subtraction. Subtract the fractional part, which is 3/4. So our number sentence is 2/4 and 4/4 minus 3/4 is equal to 2 and 1/4. So there are 2 and 1/4 meters of plastic cover left. Example number 2, another way of finding the answer is using a number line. First, we will draw a number line that will represent 3 holes. Then we will divide a number line into we will divide number line into fraction which is equal to 1 using the denominator of 4 of a given fraction 3/4. So its line is read as 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, which is equal to 1 until we will reach 3 wholes. Since we can subtract 3/4 from 3, let's rename 3 into 2 and 4/4. Let's subtract 3/4, the fractional parts, to the renamed fraction to 2 and 4/4. First, we will subtract the whole number. Since we don't have whole number in our subtrahend, let's copy whole number 2. Then let's subtract the numerators. 4 minus 3 is 1. Then copy the common denominator 4. The difference is 2 and 1/4 meters of plastic cover that was left. Always reduce your answer to lowest term if necessary. Since 1/4 can't be divided into any number except 1, it is in its lowest term. Let's do some exercises. Find the difference using illustration below. Let's check your work. Let's answer exercise 1. Find the difference using the illustration below. 8/8 minus 5/8 is equal to 3/8. 6/6 minus 1/6 is equal to 5/6. 10/10 minus 3/10 is equal to 7/10. 3/3 minus 2/3 is equal to 1/3. Good job, learners! Let's answer exercise 2. Draw regions or a number line to find the answer. Let's check your work. Let's answer exercise 2. Draw regions or a number line to find the answer. Number 1, 2 minus 1/2 is. First, let's draw regions that represent 2 holes. We will use 2 rectangles to represent 2 holes, and we will divide it equally, the last rectangle, into 2 equal parts following the numerator of the given fraction 1/2. Then rename 1 whole to a fraction equal to 1. So now, 2 is renamed into 1 and 2 halves. Then let's subtract the whole number. Since we don't have subtrahend in the whole number area, let's copy 1. Then subtract the numerator. 2 minus 1 is 1. Then copy the common denominator 2. So our difference in 2 minus 1/2 is 1 and 1/2. Good job, learners! How did you do? I'm sure you did great! See you next week! We would like to thank the people who made this math class. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and expertise. God bless you all! Please follow our Facebook page, Mathematical Kita, for more math video lessons. Don't forget to